I think I knew that I couldn't go into this movie with a traditional review. So, I'll do this instead. In 5th grade, I liked writing my own stories. I made comics with my friends, made up adventures to go on at recess, and even wrote a story about pigs going to the moon. But I sort of lost my drive somewhere in middle school. I think it was really just pubescent angst, but I questioned why I should even bother writing. What purpose would it serve? And then I saw it. It may have been a pirated DVD from my Japanese teacher, but it was enough. Your Name mesmerized me. After a while. Despite opening with a beautiful sequence that serves as a summary before you even watch the movie, like a TV show intro, the first 10 to 15 minutes of Your Name are a bit slow. It's almost all exposition to establish Mitsuha's relationship with her family, the film's connection to religion, and the state of her town. Hell, I had a friend who didn't get through this movie the first time because the start was so slow. But we persevered, and now we're in Tokyo. That girl, Mitsuha, she's taken over the body of a teenage boy. We see the antics we'd expect, shocked about what's down under, acting feminine, and being able to talk to girls better. So when the boy, Taki, regains his body, and I'm guessing a lot of other people, are expecting the movie to be like this the entire time. A funny, light-hearted romantic comedy. But then we're brought to a shrine, offering sake to the gods. The two are crying when they switch back. Your Name completely played with my expectations and shattered them. When I ended up watching it instead was less lighthearted, but way more complex. The two perspectives played with my perceptions. The story was both non-linear and linear at the same time, and the world had its own rules with layers of foreshadowing. But I think what really caught my attention was how the film handled love. Love is a hard emotion to define, but I think this film does it really nicely. It's a feeling that transcends both time and space for the main characters, and to me, feels natural because it's a bit hidden. We don't see the main character's relationship develop in a traditional sense. Instead, they know something is missing. It's a feeling that leads to an emotionally driven climax and a resolution that manages to be both heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time. And the animation. Beautiful backgrounds manage to frame each scene fantastically, and sometimes in ways that look more stunning than real life. We're able to see the hope the characters feel throughout the movie. Along with these backgrounds, a soundtrack by the band Radwimps powers each scene in the movie. Not every song is memorable, but the ones that are left a mark on me. 4 vocal songs accompany the movie. One serves to establish an opening of intrigue, the other is so optimistic and hopeful that it became a pop hit in Japan, and then the last 2 accompany the climax and resolution, respectively. The vocal songs added an extra layer of emotion for me, and combining this with the plot and animation in the movie, Your Name inspired me. Your Name is not a perfect movie. The start is slow, several characters feel underdeveloped, and to some, the amount of contrivances within the plot can be bothersome. But despite that, I saw this story, and my love of writing was reinvigorated. I started writing my own stories again, and even eventually wrote my own novel. I started writing analysis style videos, which led to this series and the creation of a YouTube video that brought my main channel success. I wrote some poems, one of which won an art contest at my school and went all the way to the state level. And I learned what I wanted to do with my life. I want to try to inspire people, the way Makoto Shinkai inspired me. Will your name change your life? Probably not. Hell, you might not even like this movie. I have a few friends who can't stand it, and can probably go more in depth about its flaws than I can. And I know several other people who think this movie was overhyped. I do know people who think it's as good as I think it is, but I doubt they were as profoundly affected by it as I was. But I will forever be grateful to this movie. It reinvigorated a part of my life that I thought would stay dormant forever, and that's incredible. And that's also why I continue to tell people to watch this movie. It's an experience that inspired me, and maybe it will inspire you too.